All right, now let's get into Diplo. Now, other than sounding like a porn star describing where his junk is located, or at least describing how long it is, hey man, it's so long that it's dick low down to the floor. Yeah. Other than that, Diplo is of course a producer. Now he's not a David Guetta, but he's pretty cool. He does the whole EDM getup, and he's part of Major Lazer, which Major Lazer came out with a couple of great tracks, and he came out with this newest EP, California. It's a 6-track EP, you know and I'm really interested in listening to it. And I listened to it, and it's all right. It has some tracks that are meh, some tracks that are pretty above average great. So I just like to say that a lot of people return to classic formats on this EP, like of course Lil Yachty on Worry No More. Lil Yachty returns back to his childish flow with the heavy auto tune, making his voice sound very bizarre and unique. I really like that. Of course, he does a Great Gatsby reference, which I thought was pretty cool. Like I read that book when I was a kid. It was pretty nice. Now, when it comes to the track, I would give it a 3.5. It's a pretty good track and a very nice song to start off the album. Now, you get one of the best songs on here to one of the worst. Now, Suicide have Desiigner, with two eyes returning to his usual format of biting future style. And this time he just has the auto tune just drowning his vocals so much that he sounds subhuman. Like he doesn't even sound like himself at some points. And I think this is the worst referencing the suicide since we had Triple X Tentacion saying he would kill himself if, his girlfriend leave him. Actually, now that I think of it, it's not even the worst reference to suicide on this album. I mean EP, but I'll get to that. I'll give this whole track a 1, to tell you the truth. Now you have a song like Look Back, which is Dram. Dram is like the 2010s version of Celo Green. He's a great rapper and he can even sing, but he's leaning more to singing. I checked out his Christmas EP. It was all right, and he's pretty nice on this whole track. Me myself, I'm giving this whole track a 3. Now, when it comes to Wish, I'm checking out Wish and I'm like, man, low key, this sounds like an emo version of I Can't Feel My Face by The Weeknd. Like this guy saying he can't feel his face and he's gonna Kurt Cobain himself after he's blow his brains out. And I just like to say, dang man, this is the worst referencing to Kurt Cobain since Lil Yachty. This is the worst referencing uh to wait Kurt Cobain since Lil Yachty did his little reference to Kurt Cobain, and Lil Yachty was on a song Ice Trailer Gang by Quality Control where there was a reference to Kurt Cobain. So yeah, just a lot of Kurt Cobain referencing that popped up in my head. I'm gonna give this song right here, "Wish," a 2.5. I wish it was a better track, but I have to say, his vocals make him sound like one of those post grunge what you call it? I forgot what it was called. How Corn was Corn. Yeah, it sounded kind of like Corn a little bit. You know, sounded kind of like post grunge. That's what I was trying to say. With Lit Biscuit, I forgot, and I don't really give a damn what term they were called. Colorblind, I'm listening to this track, and not only is Little Xan's hindsight blind, but he's also colorblind, which really explains why he's a white guy in hip hop, referencing and downing one of the main black figures in hip hop, Tupac Shakur. But that thought didn't really affect me towards the grading of colorblind. It's trash. And he has this reference where he says money don't cost a thing. That's why I bought my baby a diamond ring. Now I was thinking to myself, maybe this was a reference that he spends money frugally because money has no value to him compared to love. But then I thought, man, maybe he just is just horrible at actually like putting things together because to prove money don't cost a thing, uh, um, I think he would be like better. That's like me saying, you know, love don't cost a thing except for half my money in the divorce. Like it doesn't really work out. I'm gonna give it a 0.5. I really did not like this song. And Get It Right. Yes, they got it right, definitely on this track. It's a beautiful track, and I love Ghostlink. He was very nice on this track also. I like the build up. I like the EDM break, and I really like Ghost Link verse where he talks about Jesus. I kind of thought that it was a little strange. Jesus would not really be riding in a car, but Jesus is all knowing. He would be riding in a car. So I'm gonna get it right. The remix of 4. It was a pretty nice a song. So overall, how did y'all feel about this EP? Since it's an EP, I'd rather just grade the song value track by track than giving an overall covering grade for this EP. So I'm out, guys. Peace.